Hey, lazy introvert growth fam.
Yeah.
Welcome back. If you've got these huge ambitions, big dreams, you know what you want.
Huh?
But honestly, your natural setting is more energy conservation mode, maybe even, dare we say it, a little bit lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the path of least resistance feels kind of nice, doesn't it? You're definitely not alone there.
Totally.
Uh-huh.
And if you've ever felt kind of guilty about that, why can't I just hustle like everyone else? Then stick around.
Yeah, because we've been there. And honestly, that guilt, it's misplaced. You're not broken. It's not a character flaw.
Exactly. The thing is, most of the standard personal development advice out there,
Yeah.
it feels like it's built for, super high energy people.
Right. People who seem to have boundless willpower. And trying to force yourself into that mold when it's just not you, it's exhausting.
It leads to burnout, feeling like a failure, beating yourself up, been there, done that.
But what if there's a different way, a smarter way, one that actually works with how you're wired?
Ooh, okay, I'm listening. A way where that tendency to conserve energy isn't a bug, it's a feature.
Sort of. It can actually be an asset, seriously, if you understand it and, channel it correctly.
Laziness as an asset. Okay, sign me up. That's basically our whole mission here at Lazy Introvert Growth.
Well,
Right.
pretty much. So today we're diving into our Framework 7 really powerful strategies we've developed and use ourselves, designed for us.
For the ambitious but happily lazy, these aren't quick fixes, no hype here.
Nope. These are real practical systems, proven ways to make real progress without the constant grind, and crucially, without the guilt.
It's about making growth feel like the path of least resistance. Sound good?
Let's do it. So first things first, we got to reframe this whole laziness thing.
Right, because that word carries so much baggage.
Totally. But think about it from an evolutionary perspective. Conserving energy wasn't lazy back then. It was smart. It was survival.
You didn't waste precious calories unless you absolutely had to, right? Hunting, escaping danger.
Exactly. And our brains, they're still kind of running that old software. Your brain uses a ton of energy, like 20% of your body's total, even though it's tiny.
Wow, okay. 20%.
So it makes sense that it resists things that seem unnecessarily demanding, doesn't it? It's just trying to be efficient with its resources.
So that feeling of, I don't want to, it's not necessarily you being weak-willed. It's your brain doing a quick cost-benefit analysis.
That's a great way to put it. The problem isn't the feeling, it's the advice that ignores it, that tells you to just push harder, use more willpower.
Yeah, like willpower is this bottomless well. Spoiler.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's definitely not. Trying to run on willpower alone is like driving with the emergency brake slightly on. You can move, but man, it's hard work.
Super inefficient.
Yeah.
So the smarter approach is release the brake. Work with that energy-saving instinct.
Precisely. And that leads us perfectly into our first strategy, number 1.
Systems over willpower. Love this one.
Me too. Because if willpower is like a phone battery that drains fast.
Mine's always at 10%.
Then systems are like plugging into the charger. They work automatically, whether you feel motivated or not.
Okay, so what does a system look like in practice? How do we actually build one?
Well, think about things that make life easier already. Automatic bill pay. That's a system. Automatic savings transfers. System.
Takes the decision out of it.
Exactly. Or for exercise, maybe it's signing up for a class where you get charged if you don't show up. Or just scheduling a run with a friend who will guilt trip you.
Brenda knew she was good for something.
Or with food. Meal prepping on Sunday. Or using a healthy meal delivery. When you're tired later in the week, the easy option is the healthy option.
So you're making the desired behavior the path of least resistance. Genius.
It's all about that upfront investment in designing the system. You put in a bit of effort once, and then it pays you back over and over in saved energy and automatic progress.
It's like lazy dividends. Perfect for us. Your natural tendency to want easy actually helps you stick to it.
You got it. Okay, ready for number 2?
Lay it on me.
Strategy 2. The minimum effective dose, or MED, as we sometimes call it.
MED. Sounds official. What is it?
It's basically finding the smallest possible action you can take that still counts as progress. The absolute tiniest step.
This feels like the opposite of all that go big or go home stuff.
It totally is, because honestly, we often overestimate how much effort is needed, right? We think, I need to work out for an hour or write a whole chapter.
And then it feels so huge that you just don't start. You scroll Instagram instead.
Exactly. Procrastination kicks in hard. But the truth is, tiny, consistent actions add up massively. A 5-minute walk every day. Way better than the hour-long gym session you never do.
Okay, I see that. Writing just 50 words a day is better than planning to write 1,000 and writing 0.
Precisely. So the action here is to ask yourself, what's the ridiculously small version of this habit that still feels like something, and then commit only to that minimum?
Like 1 minute of meditation instead of 20.
Yep. Or 5 push-ups.
Yeah.
Or reading 1 page of a book.
Okay, that feels doable. Even on my laziest days, I could probably manage 1 minute of something.
And that's the magic. It lowers the barrier to starting, that activation energy you just begin. And often you find once you start, you might do a bit more anyway.
Oh, interesting. Like the minimum gets you over the hump.
Exactly. But even if you only do the minimum, you keep the streak alive, you maintain consistency. That's huge for building momentum without burnout.
Love it. Okay, strategy 3.
Intelligent environment design. This one is super powerful and honestly kind of fun.
Designing my environment. Feng shui for lazy people.
Sort of. It's about consciously setting up your physical and digital spaces to make good habits easy and bad habits, well, harder, more annoying.
Okay, makes sense. We do what's convenient, right?
Absolutely. Your environment is constantly sending you cues influencing your behavior without you even realizing it. This is about taking control of those cues.
Give me some examples. How do I design my space?
Okay, I want to read more. Put your book right where you usually put your phone down, bedside table, coffee table. Put the phone in a drawer, in another room, ideally.
Add a little friction to the phone habit.
Yep. Want to eat healthier? Make the fruit bowl super visible on the counter. Put the healthy stuff at eye level in the fridge. Hide the cookies in the back of the cupboard.
So when you're mindlessly grabbing, you grab the apple.
Exactly. Or for exercise, lay out your workout clothes the night before. Sleep in them even. Remove those tiny decision points in the morning.
Digitally, too.
Oh, yeah. Delete distracting apps from your phone's home screen. Use website blockers during work time. Unsubscribe relentlessly from emails that drain your attention.
This feels very set it and forget it. You do the work once to set it up.
And then it benefits you passively, day after day. It's the ultimate lazy win. Your environment gently nudges you in the right direction without you needing constant willpower.
Okay, I'm seeing a theme here. Making things easier. What's number 4?
Strategy 4 is the energy bundling method. This is all about working with your natural energy levels, not against them.
My energy is definitely not consistent throughout the day. Or the week.
Nobody's is. We have natural peaks and troughs for different kinds of tasks, right? Mental focus, creativity, social energy, physical energy.
Totally. Trying to do deep, focused work at 3 p.m. when I just want to nap. Brutal.
Exactly. It's like swimming upstream. So inefficient. Energy bundling is about figuring out your personal energy patterns.
How do you do that? Just pay attention.
Pretty much. Track it for a week or so. When do you feel most alert? When are you most creative? When do you feel sociable? When does your body want to move? Make a little mental map.
Okay, got my map. Then what?
Then you bundle similar tasks together and schedule them for when you naturally have the right energy for them.
So, like, tackle the hard, brain-heavy stuff during my morning peak focus time.
Yep. Save the easier admin stuff like emails or scheduling for when your energy dips a bit. Maybe schedule workouts for late afternoon if that's when you feel physically up for it.
Fit the task to the energy level, not force the energy level to fit the task.
You got it. It feels so much less draining because you're riding your body's natural waves instead of fighting them. It takes a little upfront observation, but the payoff in feeling less effortful is huge.
Makes sense. Okay, strategy 5. We're rolling now.
Number 5, the daisy chain method. This is how you build multiple habits without feeling overwhelmed.
Ooh, multiple habits. That sounds ambitious for us lazy folk.
It does, but this makes it manageable. It's about linking habits together, creating an automatic sequence, reduces decision-making.
Like habit stacking. I think I've heard of that.
Very similar, yeah. But the focus here is creating a chain reaction. You find a strong habit you already do without thinking your anchor habit, brushing your teeth, making coffee.
Okay, got my anchor then.
Then you attach your new small habit directly after the anchor. So the end of the anchor habit becomes the trigger for the new one.
Example.
Classic one. Anchor is brushing teeth. New habit is reading 1 page of a book. Put the book by your toothbrush. Finish brushing. Immediately pick up the book and read that 1 page.
So it's not, should I read now? It's just, teeth done now book.
Exactly. It removes the deliberation point. And then once that link feels solid, maybe after a couple of weeks, that new habit, reading 1 page, can become the anchor for the next tiny habit.
Like after reading 1 page, I immediately do 1 minute of stretching.
Perfect. You're building a chain. And remember, the minimum effective dose, keep those new links really small at first. The goal is the connection, the automatic flow.
Leveraging existing momentum. I like it. Less starting energy needed for each thing.
Exactly. Which brings us neatly to number 6.
Let me guess. Reducing decisions.
You're catching on. Strategy 6, the decision framework method. This tackles decision fatigue head on.
Oh man, decision fatigue is so real. By 5 p.m., ask me what I want for dinner and my brain just short circuits.
Right. Every single choice we make, big or small, drains a little bit of that precious mental energy. The more decisions, the more depleted you get, the worse your later choices become.
So framework is like setting up rules in advance.
Precisely. Predetermined guidelines for recurring choices. Think of it like creating your own little operating system for routine stuff so you don't have to rethink it every single time.
Okay, examples. How does this work?
Well, for email, maybe a rule like, if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If longer, schedule it. If neither, delete or archive. Boom. No more agonizing over every single message.
That alone would save me so much brain power.
Or for health. Always take the stairs if it's 3 flights or less. Always drink water first when feeling hungry. Always add a veggie to dinner. Simple rules, less debate with yourself.
Takes the negotiation out of it. Just follow the rule.
It uses way less energy than making a fresh call each time. You just identify an area with lots of recurring decisions, food, spending, prioritizing tasks, and create 1 or 2 simple rules. Start small.
Brilliant. Okay, we've made it to the last one, strategy 7.
And this one, strategy 7, the goal constraint method, might feel the most challenging for the ambitious side of us.
Goal constraint. Sounds like limiting my goals. But I have so many things I want to do.
I know, that's the ambitious trap, right? We want to do all the things. But for us, energy-conscious folks, spreading ourselves thin across 10 goals means
making tiny, unsatisfying progress on all of them. Or none.
bingo. You feel busy, maybe even overwhelmed, but you're not really moving the needle significantly on anything important. This method says, focus.
How much focus?
Focus on just one major goal per key life area at a time. Maybe one for career, one for health, one personal project. Seriously limit the active target.
That feels restrictive. But also maybe freeing.
It is freeing. Constraint forces clarity. You concentrate your limited energy like a laser beam on what matters most right now. Think quality over quantity. Move 1 big rock a mile, not 100 pebbles an inch.
Okay, so pick the highest leverage goal in each area, the one that makes other things easier.
Yes. And then, this is crucial for each of those chosen goals. Identify the single daily habit, the minimum effective dose, that directly drives progress towards it. That one action is your non-negotiable.
So if my goal is writing a book, the daily habit is write 100 words. If it's getting fit, it's do my 5-minute workout.
Exactly. That tiny action, done consistently because it's your main focus for that goal, guarantees progress on your top priorities. You stop feeling scattered and start seeing real results.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot to chew on. 7 strategies.
Let's recap quickly. Systems over willpower, minimum effective dose, intelligent environment design, energy bundling, daisy chain method, decision frameworks, and goal constraint.
The big takeaway for me through all of this is, it's not about fighting yourself. It's not about needing more discipline or grit.
Nope. It's about understanding that your natural inclination to conserve energy is okay, maybe even smart, and then channeling it strategically, working with your nature.
Making progress feel easier, more sustainable. Turning that perceived laziness into a driver for efficiency. Finding the elegant solution, not just the brute force one.
Be strategically lazy. Invest energy upfront in designing systems, environments, frameworks, so the day-to-day execution requires less effort.
So, for everyone listening, take a breath. Think about these 7 ideas. Which one kind of sparks something for you?
Yeah, don't try to implement all 7 at once. That's not the lazy way. Just pick one. Which one feels like the easiest entry point for you right now?
Maybe it's setting up one tiny system?
Yeah.
Or identifying one minimum effective dose habit? Or just hiding the cookies?
Just try one thing this week. See how it feels to make progress without that feeling of constant struggle.
Because remember, the goal isn't necessarily to do more. It's to achieve more of what matters, more efficiently. It's the smart path for us ambitious but lazy dreamers.
So what's the one strategy you're going to try? Seriously, we'd love to know. Let us know in the comments wherever you're listening.
Yeah, tell us. And hey, if you found this helpful, definitely subscribe to the Lazy Introvert Growth channel. We share lots more stuff like this.
We actually put together a free, ambitious, but lazy workbook. It helps you walk through implementing these strategies step by step.
Super practical.
Yeah, the workbook is great. You can grab that using the link in the show notes. Definitely check it out. All right, that's it for this time.
Keep being your awesome, lazy, ambitious self, and we'll catch you next time.